Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I am, Professor Dr. Andri Sumitra MA, and today we are going to learn about quantitative research methods. Yeah, so understanding quantitative research methodologies will equip doctoral candidates with a diverse toolkit for conducting rigorous and meaningful research. Yeah. Quantitative research methods involves the collection of numerical data, that can be quantified and analyzed using statistical techniques. These methods are characterized by the measurement of variables, statistical analysis, large sample size, structure data collection, objectivity, and replicability. So quantitative research is valuable for generating empirical evidence, testing hypotheses, and making generalizable conclusions about phenomena in various fields of study, especially in economics and business. The type of research aim to uncover patterns, relationships, and trends within data, and often focusing on the testing of hypotheses and the establishment of generalizable findings. So quantitative methods are commonly used in fields such as economics, public health, sociology, and psychology. Well, there are some characteristics, of quantitative research method. First, measurement and variables. Quantitative research relies on the measurement of variables, which are characteristics or properties that can take on different values. So these variables are typically operationalized into measurable quantities, allowing researchers to collect numerical data. Variables may include demographic characteristics, attitudes, behaviors, or other observable phenomena. Second, statistical analysis. So it is a key characteristic of quantitative research method. The use of statistical analysis techniques. To analyze and interpret the data. So these techniques involve the application of mathematical formulas, statistical tests to identify patterns, associations, and differences within the data. Common statistical analysis used in quantitative research include descriptive statistic, inferential statistic, and multivariate techniques. Mean, standard deviations, t-test, regression analysis, factor analysis, structural equation modeling, and etc. Third, large sample size. So quantitative research often involves the collection of data from large sample size in order to ensure statistical power and generalizability of findings. So by gathering data from a representative sample of the population of interest, researchers can make inferences about the broader population with greater confidence. Large sample size also allow for the detection of small but meaningful effect within the data. For structured data collection, quantitative research typically employs structured data collection methods such as surveys, experiments, or observational studies, where data is systemically collected using standardized procedures. This ensures consistency and comparability of data across different respondents or conditions and facilitating reliable analysis and interpretation. Fifth, objectivity and replicability. So quantitative research aims to maintain objectivity in data collection, analysis, and interpretation. So researchers strive to minimize bias and subjectivity by adhering to standardized procedures and using objective measures. So quantitative studies are often designed to be replicable, meaning that other researchers should be able to reproduce the study's findings using the same methods and data. So we go to the next types of quantitative research methods. There are experimental design, survey research, and case study analysis. Okay, first we go to experimental design, yeah. So experimental design is a research method used to investigate cause and effect, yeah, relationship between variables by manipulating one variable, which is called the independent variable, and observing its effect on another variable, which is called the dependent variable, while controlling for extraneous factors. Yeah. So experimental designs allows researchers to establish causal relationships between variables. Yeah. As the manipulation of the independent variable allows to for control over potential confounding factors. Yeah, key components of experimental design, among others, uh, there are independent variable, dependent variable, control group, experimental group, and randomization. Okay. Next, we go to survey research. Yeah, survey research is a research method used to collect data from a sample of individuals through the administration of questionnaires or interviews. Surveys typically involve asking participants a series of structured questions about their attitudes, yeah, behaviors, beliefs, or experiences. So survey research is commonly used in social sciences, yeah, market research and public opinion polling to gather data on a wide range of topics. So surveys allows researchers to collect large amounts of data efficiently and are useful for studying attitudes, preferences, and behaviors in diverse population. There are some key components of survey research, yeah. Questionnaire design, sampling, yeah, data collection, and data analysis, yeah. Questionnaire design means the creation of a set of questions that are clear, concise, and relevant to the research objectives. While sampling is the process of selecting a representative sample of individuals from the population of interest to participate in the survey. Okay, case study analysis, yeah. Case study analysis is a research method used to investigate complex phenomena within their real life context by examining one or more cases in depth. Yeah. Case studies involve the in-depth exploration of a particular case. Yeah. Example for individual, group, or organization. Over time, yeah, using multiple sources of data to gain a comprehensive understanding of the phenomenon under study. So case study analysis is particularly useful for exploring complex context-dependent phenomena that cannot be easily studied using experimental or survey methods. Yeah. Okay, there are also four components of case study analysis. Yeah. First, selection of cases. Yeah, it's about the identification and selection of cases that are relevant to the research question and provide rich detailed data, data collection, data analysis, and triangulation. Yeah, the use of multiple sources of data and methods to corroborate findings and enhance the validity of the case study analysis. Okay, now to get more understanding, yeah, about the quantitative research method, we now go to the example research for quantitative research methods. Yeah. First, we go to the experimental design. Yeah, allows for the testing of causal relationships. Yeah, remember the key point. Yeah, while server research enables the collection of data from large samples efficiently, while case study analysis provides detailed insights into complex business phenomena within the real life context. So, each method offers unique advantages and is chosen based on the specific research objectives and practical consideration. Okay, now we go to the example research for experimental design. Yeah. For example, we get the title Effectiveness of Social Media Advertising on consumer purchase intentions, a randomized control experiment. This study aims to investigate the impact of social media advertising on consumer purchase intentions. Yeah. So the researchers randomly assign participants to two groups. An experimental group exposed to social media advertisements promoting a specific product and a control group not exposed to any advertisements. After exposure, participants in both groups are asked to indicate their purchase intentions for the advertised product. By comparing the purchase intentions of the experimental and control groups, the researchers can assess the effectiveness of social media advertising in influencing consumer behavior. Now we go to get example research for survey research. Yeah. Uh, just instance, just instance, we have a title: Customer Satisfaction Survey of E-commerce Platform Users. Yeah. This survey research study aims to assess customer satisfaction among users of an e-commerce platform. A structured questionnaire is administered to a random sample of customers who have made purchases through the platform. The questionnaire includes items related to user experience, product quality, customer service, and overall satisfaction. Data from the survey responses are analyzed using descriptive statistics and inferential techniques to identify patterns, trends, and areas for improvement in the e-commerce platform. Okay, now we go to example research for case study analysis. For instance, we have title Strategic Innovation in the Automotive Industry, a case study of Tesla Incorporation. This case study examines the strategic innovation initiatives of Tesla, a leading electric vehicle manufacturer. The researcher conduct in-depth interviews with key executives and stakeholders within Tesla, review company documents and financial reports, and analyze industry trends and competitive dynamics. By exploring Tesla's innovation strategy, product development processes, and market positioning, the researchers aim to uncover insights into how the company has achieved success in a highly competitive industry and disruptive traditional automotive markets.